Get up here and lay down. Come on. Get up here. Get up here and lay down. What's up, Vet? They keep changing this stupid thing. How's your night going, dude? Pickles is here. Give it a few minutes. I'm kind of a couple minutes early, so. Tony P's in the house. What is up, brother?
What up, dude?
You beat everybody here.
How you been, huh?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I can't complain. A little tired. Not ready to go to bed, but I'm good.
I feel that. It's dark too early.
No shit.
It's about to get cold, too.
Oh, yeah. They're saying within the next couple of weeks we're going to get snowstorms rolling through.
Oh, well. We've already had that, so.
Well, we've had one, but it was only like 2 inches.
All right. 2 inches, still snow.
Yeah. Well, we're at where we're at in Cincinnati. The cold front comes here, and the warm cut comes through here, and we're right in the middle between two of them. So
Gotcha.
we get hit and miss.
Gotcha.
What up, T Smooth?
What up, Steve? How you doing, man?
Shit, I'm living the dream, man. I was sleeping until about 10 minutes ago.
I'm
Literally
jealous.
leaving the dream. It's hilarious.
Oh, I came home from work, felt like crap, and I'm like, oh. And then I was like, who do we got tonight? And I'm like, it's Tony. I ain't telling these boys I'm missing. I'm going to take a nap until about 10 minutes to live time.
Yeah, I got to be at work at 6 in the morning tomorrow.
Whew.
Yeah, I work for Amazon, dude, so it's that time of year.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you there. Shoot,
Pickles. What's up, bro?
our stuff's
buddy.
getting super slow, man, because I'm in insurance and everybody's worried about the holidays, so it's screeching down to a halt.
I hear you.
Collins asked if you got that pickle sponsorship yet, Brian.
No. Very
I'm
upsetting.
telling you, we need to make a mass post of Mont Olive. Get him on there.
Right. I'm still cutting leaves. Grass is still growing out here.
That's nuts.
I'm still cutting grass.
Yeah.
Give me a break, dude.
It's
That's
cold,
crazy,
but it ain't so bad with the heat coming off that mower.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Especially when it's right under you.
Oh goodness.
You guys got to share this out. They change this interface a lot.
Oh, I know. It used
If
to be
you
you
hear-
could send it to 15 people, then it's like 5 people, then it's 10 people.
Yeah, I think it's at 10 right now.
Yeah, that's
it's,
crazy.
it's dumb.
If you hear babies crying in the background, my grandson's here, and I can't control that.
No, you're good.
You can
How
control
dare
that,
you?
dude.
Now,
How old is
Tony,
your
you're-
grandson?
He's 2 weeks old.
2 weeks old?
Yeah, he's baby.
Okay, well, I won't say what I want to say because I'll get you down. Never mind. No, that's not it. You know, it involves
that trick.
it involves
And
a
this-
beverage and a bottle.
Oh, the
this
old
is the
school
other thing
way.
I love about this is the lefty to righty ratio is even this week.
Brian, how did you do in the tournament?
Bro, it was a nightmare. So for a house that I'm usually always wearing a 12 slide and constantly stick to falling on people's asses today.
Wow.
Even people that are like two-handed planters that don't
Right.
even use slides fell down today.
Wow.
It was to the point of a liability.
That's
So
cool.
a lot of low scores. Honestly, I know I'm gonna feel it tomorrow because I was overcompensating with my upper body because
Right.
my lower body was pretty much having to plant and like just chuck. But yeah, it was a tough day.
That's crazy.
I was gonna say they must have like buffed the approaches for like the first time
Bro.
in the history of Everdom.
Dude, I'm friends with the general manager there, and he used basically 90% alcohol.
Okay, that'll do it.
Yep, that'll do it. It's going to take a little bit of while for it to evaporate, but it'll get back to a little bit of something. But man, yeah,
Crazy.
everyone like they put us all on notice, 100%. But it is what it is. It's charity, so it wasn't really about going full blown. I knew I wasn't going to make the cut even before I started today because it was multiple months, and I wasn't able to make every month. So I knew I would make the cut, but I still wanted to put back towards the charity. It's for kids.
I was gonna say that wasn't the one you were, having to defend your title on, was it?
No.
I was gonna say because we need a good showing out of you when you're defending your title this year.
Yeah, I know that I'm going to be kind of caught in, I think, between a rock and a hard spot when it comes to May States tournament because I'm pretty sure it's going to line up exactly with Derek Tate Memorial.
Oh no! That's the one time a year we see each other. Yeah, we're doing the DTM.
So yeah, I got to just confirm with DGAB to find out what those exact dates are. But I think right now that they're lining up like one another. But
Oh, and the other good thing is I didn't use all my PTO days this year, so I know I can take the extra day to get down there Thursday night and bowl all weekend.
nice.
What day is that again?
I want to say it's May 16th.
Yeah,
I was
no
saying-
grass is growing. This Gabby is mowing.
I was gonna say because I think
May.
it's. Yeah, I was gonna say if I remember correctly, it's right before I go to Reno.
Yeah, we're right. Yep, same. Are you doing Reno, Tony?
No, I'm not. I'm actually waiting for TMBA to hit Chicago in 27.
Nice.
Yeah, because they'll be here for two years straight.
Okay, don't tell me you're within driving distance of me, Tony.
Where are you at?
I'm in St. Louis.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. St. Louis is a bump in the road for me.
I was gonna say I had no idea you were that close, or I'd have been like, all right, we're gonna roll a tournament up there.
Yeah, once I hit Springfield, I can walk.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the last time I was up there for a tournament, I did a PBA regional up in Juliet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Joliet is about 45 minutes from where I live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
gonna say how poorly I
Small.
did at that tournament, but I was there.
Well, we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. But yeah, I'm
And it
waiting.
was
I'm wait-
at Strike and Spare 2 as they were doing the renovations.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
I was like,
Crazy.
how are you holding a PBA tournament during renovation time?
Well, it's Joliet. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. That's it. But yeah, I'm waiting for TNBA. And of course, I don't know if any of you guys know Marvin out of Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be going. We're doing the meetup again this coming
Yeah.
July, I believe it is. And I'll be going to that as well. So,
Yeah, there's one of the groups chat that I'm involved in. People keep putting their lives through the group
yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Bro, we got
Yeah.
one rule: just don't share the lives on the group chat. Like
That's it. That's it.
people pushing a button, bro.
That's it. That's all. Not even looking, just pushing buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Like just
So you got a new toy. Did you get to throw it yet?
I have not. I actually just got it drilled yesterday
so
afternoon.
we're gonna talk about that toy, right? What was the toy?
Come on, dude. I'm a Hammer fanatic. I had to get the No Mercy.
I-
The Zero
Yeah,
Mercy.
yeah, I knew it was. Yeah,
Had
your
to.
ball
Pearl
looks
solid.
good, man. Is it the solid?
Yeah, I got the solid. I'm looking to get the Pearl after the new year.
Honestly, I would if I was in your shoes, I would be starting off with the solid too.
Yeah, yeah,
That's yeah.
definitely.
You're actually
Let's
going to be
make
able to
them
move inside a little bit and play with that thing so strong.
I
See?
am. That's the intention. I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, I feel like that may be a 300 ball for me.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Marvin just entered the chat.
yeah. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. That is my guy.
Yes. I got my eye on it too, but I think it's gonna have to wait till it's out of date.
See, my problem is I've got so much hand for being a lefty that I already can move inside and play with my benchmark stuff.
Right.
That something that strong is almost unusable to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't have a lot of hand. I don't have a lot of revs, so and my speed is like grandpa-ish, if you will.
I would
I
say
was gonna say-
grandpa-ish.
I call you T Smooth for a reason, man. You got one of the smoothest approaches I've ever seen.
Man, I appreciate that. Trust me.
Yeah.
With the knees that I have and everything else that goes with it, that's all I can give you because that's all I got.
You're making it work, man.
I do my best, man. I do my best. I'm struggling though, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. The house I bowl at, apparently they changed their oil.
Yes,
And
that's it's very
didn't tell
common now.
anybody. Didn't tell anybody. So
Yeah,
I've been kind of struggling, but I'm starting to figure it out. You know where I need to be. I have to start off more left than anything, and then just kind of migrate right, which is cool.
I think a lot of houses have changed their oil.
I was to say, the
that
one
being
we
said,
went to this year, shoot, they did new oil and new pins before Fall League.
yeah, we're about to get the new pins. With that being said, with the new oil, because I've heard a lot of people talk about the new oil. Is the transition happening a lot quicker?
It is.
Yeah,
It is. It is. And it.
that's exactly what I'm hearing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, at my house where I bowl at Olympia in Hammond, Indiana, and they don't put a high volume down anyway,
Right.
but now that they're using this new oil, the transition is quicker, and if you're not aware of it, you'll lose it.
Yeah.
You will lose it, no doubt, no doubt.
The ones out here they're using seem a little bit tighter too with the
Okay.
oil layout.
Yeah, I think a lot of places are using a lot less reverse oil because the reverse oil is what holds the pattern together. So I think they're doing a lot more forward and a
Short,
lot less reverse. That way the transition hits, and once it hits, it flies.
Yeah, it's like a vertical lay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been a struggle so far for me this season, but I'll get it together. I'm not worried about it. I'm really not.
I've been playing up 20 to 18, 20 to 17. That's the only way I'm getting any pin action.
Okay.
That's pretty tight.
Yep. And the one house we throw at, you cannot throw a solid ball on that thing. It has to be pearl.
They haven't seen me yet, but go ahead.
I was going
I
to say,
even-
my go-to line is like 17 to 5.
It's crazy.
Brian Himmler, he's one of our pro shop guys. I was talking to him about that house, and he goes, "Man, I've never had any luck out there. And this is a PBA Hall of Famer." And he says, "I have never had no luck out there. I have to play straight up the gut." So,
Wow. Wow. Well, let me ask you guys, how do you guys fare on wood lanes?
Great if I have a urethane in my hand.
Okay. Okay. Because they kill me.
especially that
I haven't
purple
thrown on. I haven't thrown in actual wood lanes since I was a kid in Ohio, up north. I haven't seen wood lanes here in South Florida anywhere.
So
I was gonna
when you
say
come back
mine-
up,
I'll
Go
throw
ahead.
a purple hammer, and I'll throw it like a reactive. I'll throw it 15 to 5 and just
Okay.
hook the lane with it.
Okay.
when you come back up, Brian, we'll go over to the one close to here.
Which
The
one's
wood
that?
lanes is close to here. Northwest, I think it is. Midwest.
Northwest? Northgate?
North.
Something
Hold on.
like
Let me go ask Aiden.
Yeah, well, because I think there's an Eastgate. It's been so long since I lived right around the fucking corner from an alley, and I could never
Eastgate's
get
where
into
we
that
bowl.
place, man. Yeah, Eastgate's where you bowl.
Dude, St. Louis used to be a hotbed for wood. Now there's no wood here hardly whatsoever
Really?
anymore.
Yeah, I think we have one wood house over in Dyer, Indiana, which is about 30 minutes away from me. And they always have a 9-pin no-tap tournament every year. Dude, that tournament kills me.
Gilmore.
Absolutely roasts me. I went over there one
I think
time
it's
to just
Gilmore.
kind of play around.
Oh yeah.
I'm on lane, let's say 12. I'm launching the ball from 13. I'm launching the ball from 13. Yeah.
Why do you think I have urethane in my hand on wood, Tony?
Our last guest that we had that is pretty much a wood lane thrower would be Leprechaun TV.
Wow.
Yeah, his main house is a wood lane, and I mean it's old school wood lane too. You can see it in the videos. It's got some ripple.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, the nearest wood lane that I know in Illinois is actually in Quincy. Tangerine.
Really?
Tangerine is wood.
Okay.
My cousin lives up there.
Okay.
I'll run up there and throw a weekend tournament with them every so often, and they don't like it when I come up there.
Yeah. Lyndon is talking about he knows the alley I'm talking about, and Dyer is a monster. That's for sure. Dyer is a monster. But I love bowling that tournament. It's a fun tournament. It goes through the summer. I've cast once in it. We have a tournament every year at my regular house, and I've cashed in that one like 3 years in a row. So
I was to say I've got a streak of cashing at the Greater Ozarks that just got broken last year because my new doubles partner, who I've been waiting like 5 years to throw doubles with, decided he didn't want to show up that weekend.
really,
I was like, dude, I've cashed for the last 2 years in a row. We can't not cash. And then we wound up being like 30 pins out of the cash spot.
okay.
So Colin actually threw up a good question that we always ask everybody. Thoughts on string pins?
Have never bowled on them. They're nowhere in my area that I know of. From what I see, hate them. I'm not gonna lie to you, hate them.
It's definitely a different breed of bowling, 100%. I personally don't throw on them in league. I have thrown on them at a Bolero that was I don't want to call it a bowling center because it was a fun center. And the reason I say this is because even the approaches were like almost 5 feet shorter than a normal approach. Couldn't even throw your own gear through plastic balls, and they would still cut to the gutter. But the pinfall action, it's lackluster at best. You know what I mean?
It's more pushing it back. They don't explode up like free falls do.
The messengers don't
pushes
come.
everything back.
The messengers don't come, and then when you think there's a messenger, it's just something that fell in the back, and then it wrapped its string around, and then it just pulled the other pin down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you're like, what was that?
That's crazy. Yeah,
That is what we call immaculate string carry.
Yeah.
Lyndon just said that Tinley Bowl, which is close to me, has string pins, but I bowled at Tinley over the summer, this past summer, in a doubles league, and they hadn't converted. So I don't know if they have since the summer. I'm gonna have to go over there and check it out.
It's a different experience. I'm not gonna lie. I just say that it gives bowling a different perspective. It's the best way I can put it.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah,
Edge strings, the ones that are certified, are a lot better than the Outlaws, but it's still a big difference.
Right. And I know they can adjust the tensions on the strings and stuff like that. And Cobra actually is the one that probably brought up the biggest point that I know a lot of centers won't do this, but are they really going to cycle those pins out and move them around constantly and take them off the strings and then move them? Because we all know that pin action, and they get beat up after a while, they react different.
Mm-hmm.
So are they actually going to cycle those pins? I don't know.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's more work than they actually think. They're like, oh, we're going to save so much money because they're not mechanics. Anyone can basically untie something.
Right.
But there's still maintenance to it.
And I think that's exactly what they would do, is they would have like a string bundle of 10 pins already attached to strings. That way they can disconnect them and just reconnect and drop a new set in there to cycle them faster, maybe.
Maybe, but you're still looking about, 30 minutes, 45 minutes per lane? That's going to eat some time.
And you gotta contribute into like the tensions of those strings, because I know that they can change the tensions to make things a little bit more difficult or a little bit easier. So I mean, that's another standard that I don't think they've ever really touched on, because they're not doing any PBA on strings, right?
No.
They're going to start to next year. I think there's a couple
All right,
of events
so
that are going to have on that are going to.
What's going to be the rule system for the standard of the string tension? You know what I mean? Is there going to be a test on those strings to make sure that everything is
Well,
equal, or is that going to be like another aspect of kind of oil? One lane tension might be a little bit loose. One lane tension might be a little tight.
well, I'm sure that they're probably got pros and behind the scenes testing them and testing different tensions and different scenarios to try to figure things out. So, I mean, they'll come up with something, but there's always going to be a flaw in everything, right?
Well,
Oh, I can almost
yeah, of
guarantee you
course.
that Tackett's place, where they do have the edge string pins. I'm sure that's a guinea pig center for the PVA.
Absolutely. I don't doubt that a bit. I mean,
But what are
if
they going to?
you're going to put someone through the rings, that'd be the place to do it.
But what are they going to do about the bad spares where say it randomly leaves a 10 pin and crosses across like the strings cross, or if there's a controversial pin left, you see what I'm saying? What are they going to do about that?
I mean, if it falls, it falls. If it doesn't fall, it stands. End of the day, I mean, yes, the pin action's a little different, but the rules are still going to be standard.
Well, that's crazy. I don't.
They,
I
they
don't know.
got they got some things they got to work out. But
And the other thing that sorry, Cobes. The
You're
other
good.
thing I would find absolutely hilarious is watch Pete Weber during a senior tournament bowling on string pins and having to wait on a pin setter failure. You wouldn't have a sensor button fast enough to stay on him.
And they thought I cussed the league. I know, and I believe Swan had mentioned it. I think she's still in here too. In terms of the scoring with the string pins, let's say initially you see a 4 or 7, and eventually the 4 pin falls before the curtain comes down.
Yeah.
They still count they don't count it. It still stands, and they'll put it back up as a 4-7. So whatever it gives you is what you get.
Interesting.
See, is that just by house?
I'm not sure.
Because I know my house, they would be like, if it fell, it wouldn't matter as long as it fell before the rack came down and it wasn't a cause from the rack, then it counts.
No. I don't know. Right now, like I said, I've never bowled on them. I'm not a fan of them, so I keep hearing that they'll eventually be everywhere. Will it stop me from bowling? Hell no. I love the game too much, so I'll make the conversion. It is what it is.
It's going to be adjustment. Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's going to be as quick as everyone thinks it's going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's like, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Look, if the equipment's still working, centers aren't going to necessarily jump to change all their equipment out.
Yeah.
They're gonna rather pay the mechanic to maintain it. The stuff that you're going to see that's coming in is going to be a lot of newer centers that are being built. So, I mean, with that being said, support all your natural pin setting bowling alleys around your local areas. People, please, all the small mom and pop bowling alleys, participate.
They're the best.
They are.
Keep them in business. Because dude, we just lost a spares, which is, I think it was 60 some lanes, maybe something around that, 40 something. I don't know, but huge house. It's going to be a storage complex now.
A storage complex?
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right.
Dude, I mean, it's all about money at the end of the day. They made some cash on the end of the day, but it's sad. Was the location really great? No, but is there another alley like right down the road from them that's still doing it? Yes.
Really?
So there's a lot of people that were in those leagues that are scattering right now to figure out like where they can go, and now they're having to travel like 45 minutes north to get into a league. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's true.
And the other thing I think may be a solution if strings aren't going to be the solution, somebody's going to need to design a magnetic free fall pin setter.
They're already doing it. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but yeah, they're experimenting with it.
Just put a magnet on top of the pins, engage the magnet, suck it up, set it, and then disengage the magnet, set the pins down.
That would be interesting.
Be better than strings.
True.
It still ain't gonna matter because once American greed kicks in, the price will just be the same as the parts. I mean, let's be real.
That is true.
You just took us right back down to earth.
I know, right?
Earth-based one to Fantasyland.
I know.
Pickle paradise, bro. Pickle paradise. So tell us a little bit about your.
Cover's like, I got to be the realist of the group, boys. Sorry.
So tell us a little bit about your.
Hope for the best.
Tell us a little bit about your alley and your pro shop and everything, man. What are you up to?
Well, my alley it's kind of weird. If you've never been there, you're going to struggle a lot. If you've never bowled there, you're going to struggle a lot. Thankfully, it's a popular alley around Northwest Indiana and Chicago, so a lot of people that live in Illinois actually bowl there. My pro shop, great pro shop, guys. There's only one guy in there who drills my balls. If he ain't there, my ball ain't there. He's been drilling my balls for the past 8 years or better, and he's never let me down. He's never, except one time. One time.
What was it?
I brought a ball in to get drilled, of course, and he knows I'm left-handed, but apparently, he had a lot of balls to drill. So I go back maybe a week later because it wasn't really that important. I got time. I never rush him to drill my balls. Go back.
Yeah.
And as soon as I walk in the door, he's like, "You're going to kill me."
Oh, no.
I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude? I just walked in. You haven't said anything to me yet." He says, "I drilled your ball for a right-hander." I said, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Yeah, I drilled your ball for a right-hander." He says, "I was so busy drilling balls, I forgot that you're left-handed and yada, yada, yada." I says, "Okay." He says, "Well, I can't use it, so what do we do now?" He says, "I already ordered you another ball. It'll be here tomorrow." He's like, "And the drill is free, so don't worry about it."
At least he's a
At least
carry
he
ya.
made it right. Yeah,
But-
at least he made it right.
No, he's a great guy, man. He's a great guy. There's rumors that he's about to retire, but he has drilling equipment in his home.
Yeah.
And the rumor also has it that he will be putting out exclusively to certain people that he'll still be drilling.
Yeah. I honestly, there's I want to call it the garage mechanic
There you go.
ball drillers.
There you go.
I know there's
I'm going to be one. I'm just going to be honest.
there's a few that I know of around the area. And look, You got a passion for something and you really want to do it. I mean, everyone starts from someplace, but it doesn't mean that if they're in their garage doing it, doesn't mean they don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of older guys that are like, they just want to get out of the actual shops and they just kind of want to do their own thing, and they're doing it kind of from their garage or their basement or wherever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, it's no different than having a garage mechanic. If they're good, they're good. You'll know it pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I've never. He always tells me, "Let me know how it rolls, because if we need to make any adjustments, just bring it back." I've never had to bring a ball back.
That's good.
Never had to bring a ball back. Never. Now, I will say this: I have had balls drilled by PBA bowlers. Worst drill in my life.
There's a reason they bowl and they don't drill.
But the thing about it is, and I'm not saying any names, he has a pro shop at a local alley. He runs a pro shop at a local alley. Oh my God, worst drill I ever had in my life. I can't remember what the ball was, but he drilled it to his hand and how he bowls.
Oh,
Not me.
Lord.
Oh, that doesn't
And
help.
this is after he watched me bowl 2 games.
Yeah, that doesn't help anyone. Like,
Yeah, so I trust my guy. Always have, always will. He's never let me down.
that's good.
Yeah.
I was say I've got a press that I can that my dad's got a drill press that I can convert. I'm gonna go down to Hopkinsville. I'm gonna take the drilling class at CTD, and then I'm gonna start drilling my own stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I have a love-hate relationship with most pro shop guys. They're just arrogant assholes for no reason. I mean, I get they deal with shit, but just because the person before you didn't know what the hell they were talking about or thought they wanted it to be this way or that way, you don't have to treat the next person the same way, you know? There's just too many assholes in the pro shop world.
And see, I've never ran into that problem. I've had a few people drill my balls in the years, but I've never had that problem. I'm kind of like in the mindset of DGAB. Would that be cash or credit? Keep it rolling.
Facts.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it
Like,
moving.
okay, let's take Joel for example. Big personality. Does a
Very
phenomenal
much
job.
so. Very
You
much
know.
so.
I mean, I'm not discrediting anything he does. He's a hell of a pro shop operator.
Yeah.
But then you got ones out here, the guys are just fucking straight arrogant dickheads. Excuse my language, but it is what it is.
I know that I've ran into a couple guys that I would say that weren't up to par, 100%. Did I ever give them a second chance? No. When you know.
Well,
The
when
only
I
time
had-
you're not going to know is if you're a brand new bowler and you're getting a very weak ball. Then you're probably not going to be aware of things not matching up. And you're going to be like, oh, it's just me. But if you've been bowling for a little while, you're going to know.
Yeah.
I was going to say the worst pro shop experience I had was I'm not used to the guy wasn't used to seeing a full roll on ball where you have a bow tie and then you have the track lines on both sides.
Yeah, the pinpoint.
He was measuring my PAP and he was measuring it off of the right hand side of the oil rings. I'm like, homie, I'm left-handed. He's like, what? I'm
What?
like, yeah. I said, oh, by the way, let me know where my PAP is. because that was already strike one. I already knew I was leaving.
Right.
I just wanted to see how much of a moron he was. And I was like, just go ahead and tell me what my PAP is. He goes, okay. And he does it. He goes, oh, your PAP is the center of your grip.
What?
I picked up my ball and left.
Like, oh, how about you put that piece of tape on the center of grip and let me know how that looks when it goes down the alley.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, that is impossible.
Right.
And you were tracking, you were doing my PAP
Opposite
off
side.
of the wrong side of the freaking ball.
Opposite
Right.
side.
But so like, I spend thousands, if not close to $5,000 a year in a pro shop. You figure people would see you coming and like, hey, let's treat this guy with respect, you know. Like Joel, he took time. He made everything right. He and I had to travel 3 hours to get that done. Now my guy out here, he drills my balls for free, but I mow his dad's yard, so we kind of trade off some things. But he doesn't have the passion for it anymore. He just wants to do it and get it done. Now the other pro shop around here, they are probably really good, but they just talk down on you or make you feel like you're beneath them, and you're just like, I ain't wasting my money on that shit. So
There's a reason why I
I've
travel 3.5 hours to go to Joel.
Exactly. I mean, I have to travel 3 hours to get my stuff drilled properly. I mean, it's a headache.
Now, I'm gonna make that trip probably sometime in the spring. Take probably about 3 balls down there and see what he can do with it.
Oh, dude, he 100% worth it. He will take. He will go into the nuance and he will do the performance measurements to do the advanced pitches on everything. And dude, he looked at my stuff. My stuff was drilled so wrong. He's like, "How are you carrying a 200 average?" I'm like, "Apparently, I have no idea because these are drilled. Everything I brought him was drilled horribly wrong."
Wow.
I was gonna say I have to say he did really good for us. I mean, not many pro shop guys are going to drill 10 balls in the same day for you
On a Sunday when he wasn't even supposed to be there.
on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Jesus.
10. I think Hayden, maybe just 10 of Hayden's, 4 of mine. It was a lot. I mean, he did probably 3 weeks worth of drilling in a day between Steve, Wayne, and our group.
Yeah, I was to say he did 2 pitch change drills on mine and 1 full drill on a brand new ball I brought him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I popped in a live, I think, 2 or 3 times during the day when all that was going down.
Wow.
And he still even went out and bowled with us a little bit. Still kicked the bull crap with us. I mean, to me, that guy showed that he wanted it more than anybody else. He took passion and time and invested it into you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and those are hard to find. People like that are rare.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
And then came out here and spent a day with us here in St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely make that trip.
See, I like hits down the road. They do good with getting your PAP and your layouts, your pitches. I mean, they do good with that, but it just, you gotta deal with, it feels like arrogance. And I'm not trying to bash no company, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't feel welcome there per se. They just want my green. They don't care about me at all, you know.
Give me the money.
Right.
Dude, honestly, no disrespect to Bolero by saying this, but Bolero's in the same situation. They're they they just want they want to become a fun center. They,
Hmm.
it's not necessarily about bowlers and bowling leagues per se. Yes, they will have bowling leagues
Hmm.
because of course they're not going to deny that money. But when it comes to the actual like experience of a bowling alley, they're just there for the cash.
And the one last thing I will say that Joel does that's different than any other PSO that I've ever experienced with, when you bring him a ball to drill, he includes a like a micro or a mini lesson with that ball drill.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you don't find that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, the people that I'm having do my drilling, they will always watch me throw it after it's been drilled to make sure that I am comfortable with it. So, I mean, that tells you a lot immediately
Yeah,
if you have someone that actually is taking pride in their work.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that is their work.
Depends in the chat. There's the golden depend.
Where are you at, Squatch? Where are you at
Ace
again?
Bearware.
I
He's in
talked to so many
Pennsylvania
people.
somewhere, I think.
I talked to so many people on here about where they're from. It all gets confused.
That's what happens when you become a big deal. Sorry. Totally intended.
See,
That's you. I'm just a jackass out in the pasture.
now when it comes to PSOs, like I said, I use Joel. He's 3.5 hours away. If I didn't use Joel, the other guy that I would trust to drill my stuff is just entered the chat. I would wholeheartedly trust the golden depend.
Isn't Amanda from North Carolina also? Queen?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Dillard, I see you.
Tater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Tater is, and Brett, Brady Bowling. I think he's North Carolina too.
Squatch, if you follow Queen
That's
Pen
weird.
Tater, you might be able to ask her where she gets hers done at.
What a
So what's your
sweetheart.
biggest struggle right now on the lanes?
My biggest struggle on the lanes right now is probably it will vary between consistency and timing. I used to always fall behind the transition when I bowled, but over the summer in bowling in another house, it kind of forced me to really focus on being consistent and working on my own timing of my body. So when I came back to my regular house, I could see the difference.
Mark, try to leave and come back in.
Yeah.
I could definitely see the difference. So, like I said earlier, with the change of oil, I got to get used to that. You know, am I looking to be on ESPN or anything like that? Hell no. Too old, too ugly, whatever you want to call it. Makes no difference. But, my thing in bowling has always been if I'm not having fun, I don't need to be here.
Yep.
Period. I'm going to always be competitive, but if I'm not having fun, I don't need to be here. I've quit teams because I wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've quit them. So my main goal is to always come into an alley, have a good time, talk a whole lot of crap, and go home.
I mean, at the end of the day, look, I know everyone in the bowling alley is like all like, hoorah, like you go get them, you go get it. But it's still competition at the end of the day. And I'm still going to talk a little bit of crap.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
That's what makes it fun.
Without a doubt.
Is this still not working, Dillard?
See, I don't get vocal until somebody starts getting vocal back at me.
Yeah.
But my body language says everything I need to say.
Well, see, I'm just the opposite of you, Steve. I'm vocal
Okay, bud.
the whole time. But when you want to challenge me and say that I'm not what you think I am, when I get quiet, and people will tell you, when I get quiet, you
Look
better
out.
look out.
Yeah.
You better-
I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same exact way.
I had one guy, I'm practicing, he wants to do a little pot bowling, which is fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. So, he's got his little friends there with him, his little guys there with him. We're all bowling together. Oh, this man, he's this, he's that, he's nothing. I can do this, I can do that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. You should know your own skill level, right? So we're, every game stakes are getting a little bit higher, a little bit higher. We're about 6 games in. And then here comes the mouth. Now I'm about to take all your money. I'm about to do this. I'm about
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So I went to at that time I was still drinking. I don't drink anymore. Went to the bar, got a drink, came back, sat down. Put my money on the table. Let's bowl. Oh, look at him. Be quiet now. He ain't got nothing to say now.
Nope.
I
My
don't need
mouth is
to.
going to do the talking. My ball is
Just
going to do the
business.
talking, sir. You want to make
Yeah.
it serious now? Let's make it
It's
serious.
just business. Yeah.
You woke up to enter hustle.
Man.
Yeah, dude. Look, it's business.
And he woke up to empty pockets. He woke up to empty pockets.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did that in college, man. They had a big bowling alley in where I went to college, and I would be up there every day just screwing around. Dude sitting there, I'm just messing around, like picking spares and stuff like that, working on spare practice. He's like, $20 a game. I'm like, all right. I get about 4 or 5 into him. I'm $150 deep on him. I said, I'll give you one more chance, triple or nothing, and I bet you I beat you right-handed. I said, give me 20 pins, I bet you I beat you right-handed. He's like, oh, deal. Beat him scratch.
Crazy. Now, am I a hustler? No, absolutely not. I like my money. I got bills to pay.
Oh,
I keep my own money.
yeah. We all do.
But if you're gonna take it to that point where, and I'm not holding anything back, while there's nothing on the table, I'm not hiding anything. I am what it is. What it is. But if I need to focus and do what I need to do, I'm gonna do that. Hey, oh wow. You never look better, Steve. What can I tell you?
Clip it.
Right, exactly. Never look better. Wow. But yeah, if I need to do what I need to do, I'm gonna do it.
Hey, wait, time out. You typically you're supposed to drop an octave when you see a woman, not go up.
I was shocked.
He can't go no lower. You hear that?
Oh, no.
Well, come on now. I've been married 28 years. I know. I'm not gonna look at a woman and be like, hey, no,
Hey, how you doing?
right. No.
He knows the rules. I know the rules.
Hey, I stay in my lane too, bro.
He said, mm-mm.
I can't hang out with you guys no more. You're gonna get me in trouble.
No, you ain't, because she
I
knows.
think she just said I need to cancel this live.
Trust me, my wife knows. There's nothing out here.
Is there a shoe that just flew by your head? No.
Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. I can't get my foot behind my head, so I know that didn't happen.
Dillard, did you get your groove back? Are you bowling better now? Because you went like 2 weeks where you were just struggle busting.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Dillard.
Oh, okay.
Because he was on a heater, and that heater just abruptly stopped.
Oh, been
See, I
there.
struggle with timing too.
Been there. Yeah. And you know, for me, it's all about
Good job, Dill.
pace. It's all about pace for me on my approach.
Yep.
You know,
Dude, I've been
I'm
preaching
your
it.
I'm your typical bowler, dude. When I run through 4 or 5 strikes, you know, I get excited. You know, I get
Yep.
I get it what I like to call happy feet.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have to consistently remind myself, keep your pace. Keep your pace. Keep your pace. And if I do that, then I'm fine. I'm fine.
See, mine's my forward lean. I got to remember to keep my spine angle at the right angle because I have a bad habit of going too far forward. And when I start struggle busting, it's usually because I'm leaning too far forward and I'm not keeping my spine tall.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's always something.
I don't like to be distracted. You can even ask Brian. You can ask Steve. When I bowl, I'm quiet. I keep my focus on the lane. And if you keep just bugging me, I eventually just tell you, shut the fuck up, leave me alone.
That's why I have headphones.
Cobra, we will probably never bowl together because I'm a straight chatter now. I'll tell you that right. You'll be pissed off at me in about 12 minutes.
If we're having
12.
fun,
Wow.
Man, I can't keep my mouth shut. I mean,
if we're having fun, I can kick the bull with you. But if we're playing seriously, no, I want to focus. If I'm in my element, in my comfort zone, I'm going to do better.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
I was gonna say in the tournament we bowled together, I think the most I've talked to you that wasn't in between games was a attaboy.
Now, if you're en route to a perfect game, one thing about me
Yeah.
is I watch your mannerisms as you bowl. And because most people will start to do a certain specific thing over and over again every frame,
Yep.
you know, because they've gotten themselves into a nice little cycle
Yep.
and it helps. So I'll watch you and watch what your cycle is. And if it's still being talkative or whatever, I'm going to follow it because I'm not going to disturb you. I'm not going to get you out of your groove. You know, I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm not going to come up to you and say, hey, you're on your way to 300. No, I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
I appreciate that you kind of brought that up because I know that there's been so many times that people have come up to me and I'm sitting 8 through and they're like, you ever got that 300? I'm like, no.
First time I ever was, we were doing a 9-pin league, and the team that we was bowling with was a handicapped lady and her daughter, or well, the daughter was the handicapped lady, was the girl, but we got offset and we were bowling against each other like side by side, and she goes, "Hey, look, you've got 8 strikes in the 8th." I'm like, well, the 9th isn't going to be much better. I'll be damned if I hit it left to 7. I'm like, sheesh. So well, there went that one. I was like, you caused that. She goes, I know, thank you. I was like, you asshole.
And you do have those people like that, though. You know. And
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
it. You have those people like
Yeah.
that. I hate it. I hate them. I hate them.
The only thing that I outlaw when I'm on that road to 300 is don't mention a score and don't tell me to keep it up, because those are the 2 trigger words that aggravate me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like the let's go, all day long. Let's go. Yeah.
Yep.
My thing
cheer me on.
I'm like Tony. I read the room. If I have not said a word to nobody the whole time, and nobody said a word to me, and I'm rolling up on a 300, don't disrupt it. It's working. Leave it alone.
I honestly, if I'm on a run, number one, I always have my headphones on for the most part. I mean, I pull them off between shots, but if I'm on a run, I will keep them on, and I will do high fives, whatever. But I'm gonna walk away basically from the entire group because I don't want to interact with anybody.
That's the good part
Exactly.
about my league. When they see you on a run, you gone 6, 7, 8, the front 8 or whatever. They see what your pattern is, and more times than not, nobody's going to say anything to you anyway. Now, see, I'm like you, Brian. I listen to headphones the whole time I bowl. I got to have music
Yeah,
in my ears
yeah,
because that
same.
all the other
Yeah,
noise is just it's too distracting for me.
yeah,
But I, the guys in my league, it's an all men senior league. When they see you on that run, they don't crowd around you. They don't say anything to you. If they notice that you're only giving high fives to certain people, they won't even look for it.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even look for it.
right.
Because at that particular time, it's part of your pattern. It's part
Yeah,
of
yeah,
your groove. So they'll leave you alone. Now you get to the 10th frame, and they won't even crowd around you. You know, Nothing like that. Until like you're coming up on your 11th or 12th hit, then a couple of cameras are coming out. But
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
other than that, man, we understand the assignment.
Yeah. End of the
But
day, you got to get the job done.
Right.
one of the best performing videos I've had on here is my 299 heartbreak video because my buddy was filming my 12 shot and I rang a freaking flat. I left a flat 7 for a 299.
Wow. Wow. That damn 7-pin. 7-pin is the devil.
Mm-hmm.
7-pin is the devil.
I
Yeah.
have to agree. That's what I leave more than tens anymore. It seems like.
Oh man, y'all crushing my 10-pin now.
Well, see, and that's the thing is I leave more 10s than I do 7s. So when I flat 7, that was the
I'd
last
rather have
thing
a
that was
7-pin
on my
all
mind.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I ate 10 pins for lunch.
dude. If I could be a backup bowler, yeah, I could definitely do 10 pins. I mean, yeah, I can still pick up a 10-pin, but I can even still make a clear plastic rose curve. So
Right. Yeah. I know the feeling.
yeah,
But the 10 pin aggravates the hell out of me because I've got so much hand in my ball. I will literally throw everything in the entire rack at the 10 pin, and it still finds a way to get missed.
Maybe you're cupping them wrong.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. With a 10-pin for me, like I say, I definitely don't have a lot of hand. I've got decent speed enough to get the ball down the lane. I'll use about 38 boards to go for my 10-pin.
oh yeah.
So like
Yeah.
the goal is to use there's 40 boards on the lane. I'm using every single
I'm
one.
trying to touch as many of them as I can, bro.
No different.
Yep, trying to touch as many of them as I can.
Scotty T down there's got a question for y'all.
What's the hardest spare in bowling?
Spare bowling.
Greek church.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to say. Is Greek church.
Yep.
I was gonna say I would almost assume the 7, 8, 9 or 8, 9, 10. Them would be pretty hard to pick up.
Well, I mean, I'm talking like a conventional leave that you can actually leave without throwing a 6-pound ball at it.
Yeah.
But statistically, the 7-10 is the hardest to pick up.
Actually, no. The 7-10 is, I think the Greek church just narrowly beats it out.
Yeah.
Well, they
I agree.
so they did a breakdown like with a robot arm. You know how they test bowling balls on the
Yeah,
7-10,
yeah.
and it still was like 0.0001% with it.
I would say the Greek church is right around that same odds. You'll pick 4 of the 5 on the Greek church all the time, but you'll never get the
yeah.
freaking 5th one.
The other thing is, I mean, you have other factors too, because I mean, you have your boards, you have the back. I mean, because you're not picking those shots up without having some type of reaction off the sideboard the backdrop. You know what I mean? So
You know,
there's
everybody
many other
does say
factors.
that. Everybody does say the 3.610 is hard, but I don't see that. The way I
I've
throw
got a
it,
guy. I've got a guy in my league. That spare is his kryptonite. That is the only spare. When he leaves it, I get nervous
Really?
because he will find a way
Oh,
to chop it.
3.610.
Is he right-handed?
Yeah,
That's why. Yeah, that's why. Left-handers 3.610 and should be a easy spare because I'm using all my boards and it's like dominoes. You know.
yeah. You just throw it at a 10 pin.
There you go. There you go.
no, I
'Cause
mean,
every time I'm rolling for the 10 pin, I know I'm covering 3.610.
Now the 3.6.910 for righties. That yes, that
Yeah.
is because you have to be so pinpoint on the way you get into that pocket.
Yep. Yep.
Because if you come in too steep, the ball's going to deflect and not pick the sleeper.
Yep.
And if you come in too
Yeah.
heavy, you're going to wrap the one pin around the
Yeah,
quarterback.
it's gonna push
Yep.
it. Yeah.
see, when I ever have a question, I go to Scotty T down there and ask him. He shares so much knowledge with me on the game, so probably he's one of the few that I actually trust the most to give me sound knowledge.
3, 4, 7, 10. Oof. That's one pin away from a 4 through the face.
Yeah, that's a combination you scratch your head at.
I just roll the round thing down the lane. What happens, happens.
Yeah. That's pretty much me as well. You know.
So, Scott, why is Walt so hard to bowl at? Well,
Jason, well,
2, 4, 7. Yeah, 2, 4, 7 is our equivalent. The lefty side of the 3, 6, 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, the 2, 4 set, the 2, 4, 7, 2, 4, 7, 8 is one of the hardest spares for us to pick.
Yeah.
Just because you got to be so accurate on it.
Yeah. That's true.
see, I've always picked up wild spares. I can pick up spares better than I can strike half the time, it seems like.
honestly, what got me really into bowling was the simple fact of being able to adjust and pick up crazy shots. Like splits is 100% why liked bowling. It was a challenge. It was like, oh, everything's not going to fall every time on the first shot, but if you're good at picking up that second shot, you can bowl a decent game pretty quickly.
Right. But no, that is the bane of my existence, Scott. Dead sidewalls. Dead sidewalls are the bane of my existence. I hate them
Oh,
more
yeah.
than anything else.
Yeah,
Because ain't-
you're not getting a lot of bounce.
Ain't nothing coming off of them. They're like
Yeah.
pillows.
Yeah, my league house is. If it hits the wall, it's straight down. There's nothing.
We get messengers at my house, that's for sure.
I mean,
When
you can get a few messengers, but it's only because it's pin action. It's not necessarily off an actual wall.
Walt Center makes me want to quit bowling. It's that bad for me there.
Okay,
Makes me just
so
want to leave it in the parking lot and just say free for all, have it all. I'm done.
Bro, I just sent an emoji today of trash fire. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
okay, so
Mark's got a great point. He says, "Wait till you get old, nothing flies anymore."
yeah, no shit. We talked about our worst spare conversion or splits to throw at. What's your favorite? My favorite is the 3, 6, 7, 9. That is my favorite split to throw at.
2, 4, 7, 10 for me. Backup ball.
I would have to say probably the 4, 7, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a lot of hand, so I just rip the cover off the ball, get it to slide, take out those 3, and throw all 3 of them at the 7, and I
Yeah.
make it 7 times out of 10. That's why it's my favorite.
Yeah. Somehow I'm able to just get enough of that 4 pin to slide it over to the 10 more times than not. So it's one of my favorite. Kind of brings the house down. I love it.
Same reaction when I leave the 3, 6, 7, 9. They're like, "Oh, that's going to be an open." I said, "Chances are, no, it's not."
Right. Right.
So, Scott, you're telling me that I need to buy the Zero Mercy for Waltz. You're giving me a reason, correct?
Yes.
If it hooks at your feet, the Zero Mercy is probably the best play.
Shoot, Zero Mercy is gonna start rolling at your feet.
Yes.
I was gonna say it ain't gonna get no skid roll.
Here's your sign.
It's not gonna go through the 3 phases of a bowling ball hook. It's just gonna go straight to roll.
Yes, sir.
So I'm clipping this and I'm going to screenshot that and I'm going to tell Bree, Scott told me to get it.
Make sure you get the solid.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dillard
Yeah.
apparently isn't liking the pearl as much.
Dude, honestly, I love solids. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the solids kind of set up your line for your pearl.
Yeah,
Realistically, once you have blended your lane, all you're kind of looking for at that point
is
is
to
just a
push
little
the
bit
same
more
line.
length,
Yeah.
you know, a
So
little bit more.
out
length.
of this lane, and I might be wrong, but I cannot throw a solid there at all. The solid just, it doesn't do anything out at these lanes that I'm talking about.
What they put
I-
peanut
the
oil on
pearls.
the lines or something?
Well, he said they were old and walled out,
Okay.
but
Well, and see, in that case, if it's trying to hook at your feet, I would take my benchmark solid, which in this case is like my Unreal, and I would put a 4,000 finish on it to get it to skate a little bit, and
Yeah,
then get
push.
into that roll phase.
Yep.
so maybe I should switch to my Envy.
But put a high surface on it, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I
And-
did
and-
with that
Yep.
Tour V1.
And know that you're gonna be basically playing hockey stick shape.
Yep. That's what I did with that Tour V1.
Yeah, you,
I mean,
you don't
I
want to
put-
throw it straight down the lane and let it hook in last minute.
I put enough shine
Right.
on that V1 where I can see myself.
It's
And I
probably
mean-
why the vibe does good there.
Yeah, it's weak cover, but it's
Mm-hmm.
a high grit finish. It'll skate.
Yep. Have you tried the hazmat pearl there?
So I don't think mine's drilled properly. So I'm going to try it this week because I'm doing a little bit different with my hand now.
Mhm.
But it just skates out there.
Doesn't
So-
pick up at all?
No, I like I said, I think it's drilled wrong. It has never hooked for me.
Wow.
It hooks like last second, like right at the pocket, and I don't like that motion. I like a little bit more aggression personally, so I think it's tamed down too much.
Okay. 'Cause,
See now, Dillard, that's why I like what I call the continular ball reaction. My ideal ball reaction is a continuous ball reaction that
Throughout.
is late. So it starts reading the mids, but it doesn't read the mids and just roll. It reads the mids and finishes.
Yeah, same.
So the best luck I had with the Hazmat Pearl so far is throwing it up 20, sliding over to 17 back to the pocket. I think it's drilled inaccurate personally, but that's just my opinion.
Wow. That's crazy. Because
See,
my
now,
my PSO operator, and I'm not an expert, but if I had to make an opinion based on the balls that I've had drilled by him, he got me just short of skid flip. So it stands up a little bit earlier than it normally would as a skid flip. And I mean, that thing powers to the pocket.
that's that continual alert ball motion that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's
That
your
thing.
what's your
I
average
couldn't
ball
tell you.
speed?
See, now you started talking numbers, Brian. Leave me alone.
But Dillard,
Well, I'm just saying
the-
because that says a lot, though, man. Like honestly, you don't have to throw a hard ass ball to make it happen. It's about hitting the pocket. And I tell people all the time because look, end of the day, I can see some people throwing rocket shots and smashing pockets and leaving the 10 pin all day long, right? But I will see some people that are like throwing 8 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour, like light shots and consistently knock down
Killing the
pins.
pocket. Killing the
Yeah.
pocket. And
So,
that's why I like
Mark-
bowling in tournaments with these young fellas, these two-handers, with all this speed and rev rate. And I mean, they're blowing pins out and they're leaving 5 pins, 7 pins, 10, they're
Right.
leaving everything. And I'll
That's what I'm
come up
saying.
there with my little 12 and a half, 13 mile an hour with a little bit of hand in it. And I'm blowing the pocket away and they get so pissed off.
see, and look, at the end of the day, look, you just said 12, 13 mile an hour, right? When I need to slow stuff down, I will literally rope stuff outside to like 13 and a half mile an hour. And I will try to keep it in that range, 13 to 14, just to make it like snap back. So there ain't nothing wrong with ball speed control, like in the day, like long as they all fall, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So,
and more
Mark-
times than not, against the young ones, I'm putting them all in the pit.
Right.
I'm putting them all 10 back. They're leaving pins just spinning on the deck. I'm putting them all 10 back.
So Mark, I think it's 3 1/4 down, and 1 1/4 left. I'm pretty sure, or yeah, I think 1 1/4 left is on the drill. I don't have a thumb, so my layout's different.
he said, "What does that mean?"
Now this is opposite to you. That's how it's drilled.
Turn the mirror off on your screen, Cobes.
I have never seen a drill like that. But I guess it would be different because
There
you
we go.
use your thumb.
There it is. I
Wow.
know that's a two-handed ball, but that pin's pretty tall.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
It does use a dual angle, but I don't know my access point. I couldn't tell you that. I'm uneducated in that aspect.
Yeah, I need to learn more about that myself. I really do.
Oh, I know it's a drill for a two-hander, but I was sitting there thinking it's a smidge tall for it even being a two-handed drill.
I got nothing.
And Kobe, you're not two-handed, are you?
One
No,
hand, no
he's-
thumb. So
It's one-handed,
Yeah.
no thumb.
Yeah, he's the same as me.
That's wild.
Hayden wants
Now,
to go
I
down
have
there,
been-
Mark. So we're gonna have to schedule that soon.
I had a pin way up in the weeds like that on my Venom Shock, and it was actually one of the most versatile layouts I've had up until I got my go-to ASIM layout, which is 35 by 5 1/4 by 35 by 5 1/4 by 45, and that's what gives me that real good continular ball motion.
Now this ball, the way it's drilled, does good on on Sport Shot. I can tell you that, because once it comes out the pattern, it snaps. But
Yeah,
off
we'll
a
get
house
long and
shot,
strong.
but on a house shot, it really don't. But I use a third game on Sport Shot, so the lanes are kind of beat up a little already,
So does it
especially
react
around here.
with the house shot? Does it react better in your last game or?
Uh, no. So game 5, 6, and 7, it would react better.
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
at
like
Eastgate lanes,
blocks.
Yeah.
Eastgate lanes, it runs out a little, or runs a little bit better because they're higher friction. But
Yeah. The oil volume definitely is gonna make a difference,
Oh yeah.
especially with that hazmat pearl. Cause
see, I don't know what the oil volume out at Waltz is, but I think Cherry Grove is only like 20 mil, maybe. I might be wrong on that. Scott can tell me more
That's
about
pretty
that.
light.
Yeah, I think it's light there.
Pretty light.
KD says he has the same layout, and he's one hand
44
no
feet,
thumb.
28 mil. So that's about normal.
Wow.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you, Cole. I love that ball.
Well, I don't.
Absolutely love that ball.
I don't discredit that, and I agree with you. I know it's probably drilled wrong. So Cherry Grove is 28 mil too. Okay.
Yeah, that seems about normal. 27 to 29 and a half ish is considered like a medium volume house shot.
Right.
Yeah. Now that Mania, that ball's crack all day long.
Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, Coach, you'd probably love that new Tour V1 because it would tame down that reaction just a smidge with that Tour cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that how's that compared to the 3.0?
To me personally, shit, two completely different balls. You have to remember the V1. It doesn't have a lot of flair.
Okay.
So I personally compare the V1 to what some people would think in the same motion of a low end ball in terms of hook motion. Because I can take my V1, now mine is shined up. I can take my V1 and run it straight down 18 to maybe 15, and it'll run right to the
Okay.
pocket.
Okay.
It'll
Yeah.
run
So
right to the pocket.
like the 3.0, you got to stay in oil as long as you possibly can, or that
Oh,
ball's
yeah.
just gonna take off.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
yeah. You can't come out the box with a 3.0 going straight to the friction. Or if you on lane 2, you're going to hit on lane 12
Oh yeah,
with a 3.0, no doubt. No doubt.
yeah. They took the bottom skid plate out of the gas mask core to lower the diff to make it cleaner and smoother.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Now, me personally, with my 3.0, I will keep lane shine on it for a while before I do anything with it, just to kind of counteract the friction a little bit. So that's something. I mean, the last time I had my 3.0 rejuvenated, you probably could have grilled a burger on the oil that came out of my damn bag.
Well, I'm telling you, I just did a detox last night. Yep,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I know.
So
I was gonna say, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna put mine in my CTD clear solution tomorrow because I don't bake balls anymore, but I use the detox solution.
right. Yeah, so I keep a lot of lane shine on my 3.0, and I vary hand position and speed to get that ball to actually do what I need it to do. But it's no longer my first ball out of the bag ball. Not with that lane shine on it, no.
Right. I think everyone has to understand that there's a kind of a transition to first ball out of your bag. As soon as the ball gets a good lane shine, right, you're confident, crushing it with that ball.
Mm-hmm.
You do your first detox. You fight with it a little bit. It comes back. Then you do the second detox, and now you're going to fight with it even more. So there's a balance cycle when you do detox, because you do want a little bit of lane shine inside that core to give you a consistent hook.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know it.
Yeah.
I was saying the same thing when you put a fresh surface on it. Like if you take a sanding pad to it, like my Unreal, when I knock that thing back down to its 3000 where I like it, I know I'm going to have to move about 3 boards farther right for my first 3 shots until that surface gets a little bit of oil back on it, and then it'll tame it back down.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested to see what this Zero Mercy is going to do for me.
I'd say I'm a huge fan of that bubblegum vibe right now.
I hate that damn thing.
Wow, man. Damn.
It hits the pocket
Wow.
hard when it hits, so.
Wow.
You
Man,
know what?
Can we make a video of this with a bubblegum popping
Sure.
in the
I
background?
hate that damn
Anybody?
But
Jesus.
I won't. But I throw it last. It's the last ball out of my bag when the friction's a little bit higher. I won't throw it on fresh lanes.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Tony, you still throwing that hammerhead?
Oh, you better believe it.
I was
Like the
gonna say,
hammerhead.
You better believe it, man. That's my go-to.
as much as you love when we talked, you're like, dude, the web was my shit. I'm like, yep, Tony's gonna love that hammerhead.
And that's the same way I feel about this Zero Mercy, because I used to love the No Mercy.
Well, the only thing I think is going to trip you up is the Zero Mercy's got the an extreme version of the 3D offset core in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the No Mercy core.
I know.
I feel like it's the reboot of the offsets.
It's kind of like if the No Mercy and the offset had a baby.
Yeah.
Because that No Mercy core, or the No Mercy cover is updated, and that's the cover that is on the Zero Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an updated Zero Mercy cover with an extreme 3D offset core.
Yeah.
Scott's got another good question. How many balls do you take to leagues versus tournaments?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Do I know what oil pattern I'm rolling on?
A league.
That's a good question.
A league. Me, 4 balls. I'm only gonna technically throw 2, 3, but one's gonna be a spare plastic ball. Tournaments. Really depends on what kind of tournament I'm going to, but I'm looking at probably 7 or 8.
If I know what I'm bowling on, I'm taking 6 to a tournament. Now, if it's a house shot tournament, I'll treat it like it's league, and I'll only take a single 3-ball tote in my spare ball.
Yeah.
But if it is on a challenge or harder, I'm taking at least 6, possibly 9.
I'm the same. League, 4-bag roller plus my spare ball. Tournament, I have taken up to 10. Especially like Steve says, if I don't know the pattern, but if I know it's some type of challenge, yeah,
Yeah.
up to 10.
So I'm the oddball out. I don't bowl many tournaments, so I would assume I would take everything I have.
I was gonna say, Cobra, you're gonna bring the
I
mobile
mean-
pro shop.
Well, yeah, dude, and you guys are kind of lucky because you're in the parts of the states that you can kind of just like zip across. It's not that easy being down here.
And then house shots.
Flying with gear is not it's not productive.
Right. But like house shot, the least amount of balls I take, the less decisions I have to make. I don't. If I have to sit there and think of which ball to switch to, I'm probably going to miss the opportunity.
I don't know, Cole. I think my philosophy is always when I bowl, I never look at the pins until the ball actually hits the deck. So my ball change in my mind is more so based on my lane reaction, not my pin action.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're watching your ball go down the lane, you know when you got to move, how many you feel like you think you need to move based on how you're throwing the ball. But if the lanes just go wonky altogether, I kind of have a good idea of what I need to pull out of my bag next. And then when I pull it out, I may change speed or a slight hand position just to kind of see how it's going to react. But I usually have a good idea, especially at a tournament, of what I want to pull out next.
Yeah. And that's actually, you answered Scott's question before he even put it out there. His question was, how do you read the lanes? And Tony just gave an excellent way of how to read the lanes is watch your ball and how it's interacting with the lane all the way up to the pin deck.
Yep.
How I like to read the lanes is I like to move as far as I can to where I'm carrying light. Once I get that light carry, I'm in front of the transition and I can stay put for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that light carry turns into a flush carry or a high flush carry, I know I got to move at least another 3 or 4 boards farther right to start getting light again to stay ahead of the transition. Because if I stay at a spot long enough to where I throw a ball that I think is going to be dead nuts flush and it hits the friction and flies Brooklyn, I'm already behind the transition, and I know my thought process is I'm never going to get far enough right to get ahead of it again.
Yeah.
So if I see one take off like a bat out of hell when I thought I knew it, I threw a good shot, the rest of my night's screwed because I'm never going to be able to get ahead of the transition again.
I like to watch other people bowl too, because you can learn a lot from theirs too.
Yeah, watching other people's lines.
Yeah.
I'm a lefty with hand. Transition does exist.
Yeah. That kind of works against me because I'm a lefty. There's not many lefties in my
Right.
league.
Yeah.
So, watching them is like going to the fucking zoo and watching a damn bear go back and forth. So,
I say, with my rev rate, I will create my own transition.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's very true. The good thing about being a lefty is you number one, you're always going to know that your line is going to last longer than the righties. You don't have as many people crossing your line, but you can visually see when you need to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't get caught on the island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But see, that's the thing that we have to deal with. that y'all
Right. Yeah.
don't,
No. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm
is-
saying. Yeah.
is like if we're bowling a late, like an 8-game block, and all you righties are migrating to my side of the lane and burning up my head oil, I can't move right because I'm going through all your jet wash.
Mm-hmm.
The only option for me at that point is to loft it over your jet wash to
was
get
just
into
about to
fresh
say that.
oil.
I
Yeah,
was just about to say that.
yeah, because you're throwing across our pattern.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right. So when I do that, I'm going past the I'm lofting past the arrows.
I was to say when I get to that point, my drop point is at the arrows at the 7 board, up the back of it with the rev rate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My issue is I haven't been bowling long enough. I'm learning a lot, but I'm working on more timing right now than anything.
Nothing wrong with that. I tell people all the time, when you're working on something, just one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You start, doing 2-3 things and try to get them all together. You're never going to get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Never gonna get it. One thing at a time.
Never overload yourself. Take everything one step at a time.
Yeah.
If you try to correct 5 or 2 or 3 things at any time, you're going to be thinking about way too much before you even get to the line.
Yeah.
So always just think about one thing at a time, and then as soon as you feel like you got that good, then move on to the next issue or goal.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I can work on 2 things at once, but it has to be on 2 separate ends of my approach. Like I can work on one thing at the front of my approach, and I can work on one thing at the line at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause we have a yearly PBA 50 tournament at my house, and we always have a pro-am during that tournament. And Parker Bone told me one thing. I asked him a question. I said, how is it that you're always consistent when you roll? He says, it's easy. He says, I kiss my ball every day. I'm like, what? He's like, I kiss my ball. I said, what the fuck do you mean you kiss your ball? He says, I keep it simple, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
He says, I keep it simple.
I've used that statement twice this week.
It worked too, didn't it?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, kiss.
Uh-huh.
Keep it simple, stupid. Stop overthinking.
Yep.
Honestly, sometimes when we're bowling and we're like, what is going on? And you can't figure it out, just go back to the basics. Keep it simple, stupid. Will save you so many times. And honestly,
And that kind of piggybacks off of what Parker told me when I bowled with him at the program at the U.S. Open. He goes, dude, just because you have the ability to put that much hand in the ball doesn't mean you always have to put that much hand in the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah. Settle down, son.
Yep. Exactly.
Because he's like, why do you have that much hand? And I looked at him, I said, because I can't stand being a traditional lefty that plays straight up 5. He goes, but there's a reason there's a lot of us that are successful stroking it going right up 5.
If it works, don't fight it.
Yeah. 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 With this oil change in my house, I had to regroup and actually just start thinking that, just why are you trying to make the ball do something
It's
that
not
the lanes
going.
are not going to allow you to do? Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to basics. Keep it simple, and just let it do what it's going to do.
I've been telling people that I'm like, the first sign of insanity is doing something over and over again, and you're going to get the same result, but you're not changing your spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think you're going to force that shot, you think you're going to make it happen, it's not going to happen. You either need to transition or you need to do ball change.
Yep.
You got multiple options.
Well, and that's what Dillard said. I mean, you guys have heard me say that on my lives when I'm struggling before. It's like, all right, it's time to try stupid. When everything else doesn't work, it's time to try stupid, and usually stupid works.
Yeah. When you've gone through every ball in your bag and you still end up at the first one you pulled out at the beginning of the league, yeah, it's time to get real stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, even there's times that I'm struggling to find the shot. I will do a ball change. I might stick with that ball change for a shot or two, and then I'll jump back to the other ball, and it's back to spot on. And it was just a very small transition. It was just like I needed to get away from the ball for a little bit and regroup, and I found it again. Continue the rest of the night, no issues.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, jumping from ball to ball, totally guilty every once in a while. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
At some point in time, we all have been guilty of that, sir.
Oh, yeah, man.
We've all been guilty of that. I've seen one guy, he's gone through his series of balls 3 times.
I don't think I've been that bad.
No, Jesus, man, and it's so amazing. You know, he would start off with one ball, 4 frames in, he's changing balls. The next 4 frames, he's into another ball, and he may go double in the 10th, but then he wants to change balls again to see what's going to happen with that ball. So he'll cycle through his whole arsenal at the very least 2 times through the whole night.
Dang.
At the very least 2 times through the whole night.
All right.
And then
That makes me feel so much better.
at some point, you have to think to yourself, is it really the ball?
Well,
He's gone out to the car, pulled stuff out of the trunk.
I'm guilty of that. I have the emergency bag in the truck. I've been so frustrated where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to open the bag. Whatever ball my hand goes in is the ball I'm taking in, and I'll be like $150, $150, $250 with the ball. I just didn't even look when I grabbed it.
Yep, that's it.
That's why I said I take the least amount of balls with me as possible. I would probably be that guy.
He opens up the bed of the fucking van, right?
The van.
Balls fucking just fall out. Blah, 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 blah.
Be like,
That'd be a great TikTok, bro.
Hayden, go out to the van, get me the ball that's actually underneath underneath everything that's in there with the spare tire. Dust it off and bring it in here. That's the ball I need.
Right.
Right.
The one I got strapped to the wheel well, that's the ball I want.
Damn,
Probably
going to
be the
Home.
Yeah.
Bree, can you go
Yeah, you
home
bring
real quick and
everything
get
but
that
the
ball?
one, and it's the one you needed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Love it.
goodness gracious. But yeah,
In
I've
my
definitely done that
defense-
where
Go ahead.
I've been so frustrated. I go out to the emergency bag in the truck, and I'm like, the hell with it, and just, yep, that's what we're throwing in game 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my defense, I have the least amount of balls in the back of that van. So
BRB.
I think Hayden's got enough for like 10 3-ball rollers. That kid's like addicted to buying bowling balls.
Pot
Hayden
calling
said,
kettle.
when in doubt, urethane.
Hey, I've done it.
Every
Purple hammer.
time he opens.
Enough.
Yeah, I
Every time
bought
he
it.
opens the door, he goes, Dad, I need to get this ball. Hayden, you just got that ball. You haven't even learned it yet. I don't care. I still think I need this ball. I'm like, Hayden.
I rolled with that purple hammer for 1 year. And I won't say that I didn't like it. I figured out that why nobody likes it on a house shot. I'll say that. That I
Mm-hmm.
figured out. Because once I got finished with it and went to something else, I fucked myself up for the rest of the night. You know? So I figured out
Yep.
why they don't like it for the house shot. But I've never really been a urethane guy. Never have been. Now I will say this, and Cobra, this might be to your advantage as well. I will say that the V1, because of its low flare potential, reminds me of a urethane. It
So
reminds me
you
of a urethane.
so is it the equivalence of maybe like a level or a NU?
And you know,
Okay.
No, the
NU,
NU is a completely different monster.
yeah, the NU is a hook monster. It is. A lot of people don't want to think it is. Just like I used to think that the Ocean Blue Vibe. They kept saying, "Oh, it's a weak ball. It's a weak ball." Yeah, put it on the lane. You understand what I'm saying? Put it on the lane. You'll change your mind. But
No,
the
the only
V1,
the only thing I could throw on a house shot was actually my pink widow urethane, because I would come dead up the back of it and let that ASIM core
one,
just roll.
yeah, yeah. But I kind of compare, and it's probably because of the way I have it drilled. I have it more drilled down and in than anything else, and it works for me. You know, it works for me. When I first got it, straight out of the box with this um, regular cover stock, I was leaving a lot of corner pins. So I said, let me experiment with it, and took it back to my pro shop guy, and I told him, I said, shine it up. I want to see my face in the ball. And that's what he gave me. And it does me great now. Does me great.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden Troy makes the level look like a hook monster. That's for sure. But I have a urethane. I have a purple hammer. I've got it because everyone kept suggesting it for Sport Shot. I don't like that stupid ball.
You're one of about 5 people.
I mean, I've got a purple urethane. I don't dislike it, but it is super strong, 100%. It's great for sports shot, but for me to put it on a house shot, nah.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not.
I know. I'll take it and warm up in pregame practice, sand it down to 160, throw a backup ball on the left side, and screw every lefter's.
160.
No, the only way I would throw a purple on house is if I had it sanded down to 500 and I was literally playing outside of 5 straight up with it, because I would want it to start to get into a roll and hook towards the pocket like when I set it down. That would be the only situation I would want it in.
This is all giving me an idea for a video of showing a purple hammer going down a lane with a sanding pad, like just carving out oil.
No, it doesn't need to be a sanding pad. It needs to be a purple hammer with a snow plow on it, and
It just
pushing
pushing.
the lane.
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, it does look cool going down the lane when it's got that one little ring of oil right down the center of it.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about a ball that doesn't flare a lot? Purple hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it has one ring.
Yeah.
You can
Two
see
if
it
you're
work.
lucky.
I love the purple hammer when it's somebody who's right-handed is using it.
He's like, oh, you throwing hammer? Oh, you're
Ain't,
right hand? Cool,
right.
cool,
Ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't care if it's tournament, house shot, whatever. You keep throwing that bad boy. I'm here for this party. Because you're pissing off everybody who's on your side of the lane, and all of them are your teammates, bro.
Well, and that's the thing is, I will. There's one team in my league that I will throw my purple hammer on the house shot because they have 3 lefties too. So they've got 3 lefties on their team. I have myself and my little brother as lefties on my team, but me and my little brother can move in.
Mm.
The other 3 lefties can't. So what I'll do is through game 1 and about halfway through game 2, I'll throw that purple hammer and deposit all that oil up by the pin deck. Screws the 3 other lefties up all night long. I'll grab a pearl, jump inside, and use the oil I pushed as free hold.
Wow.
See, Hayden can contest to this. We were going up against this team out here at Eastgate one time, and all 3 guys were using the same urethane ball. And so I just grabbed my Mania.
Absolutely.
So I grabbed my Mania and I just back up through on the left side the whole night. I averaged a 180 all night. I wouldn't have scored 160 because they had them lanes so toast.
Thomas, yes. Me and Pickles are both swag enthusiasts.
Yep.
And those 2 are hammer enthusiasts.
Yeah, I'm hammer for life. Yeah, it is what it is.
Honestly,
Nothing
when I
hits
started,
like a
I became a huge hammer guy. Stuck with hammer for quite a while. Then wanted to feel out Storm and 900 Global, Roto Grip. So jumped around a little bit and then found swag. And honestly, I will say to anybody, if you match with a ball straight out of the box, stick with it. If you don't have to modify the ball in any way, that ball is meant for you.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it as long as you can.
Yep.
And honestly, that's what happened with swag. So that's where I'm at.
I will say, for nostalgia purposes, I do have a phase 2.
Yeah, dude, honestly, that's a goat ball. That is a goat ball. I love that ball.
I do
I
have
was
it.
saying-
Honestly,
before
when
I-
I was a Storm dude, that's what I was throwing was the phase 2.
Before I landed on swag, I was probably a 50-50 split between hammer and motive.
See,
My only problem with Motive was it was expensive. That was my biggest issue.
Yeah. But that's because Hayden and Bree are both Storm, and I didn't see the sense of us all 3 buying the same balls.
Right, yeah.
So I went hammer. That way I know, A, they won't touch my stuff. B, I'm different than them because I know exactly my stuff. I don't want to get them mixed up. I don't want to have all the same pieces on the rack and constantly fighting for which ball's whose and yada yada yada.
It's hard enough telling different balls, especially when you have solid balls. Like, oh, black. Like, all right, white. There's so many solid different balls that I see on racks now that people are like, constantly like, what is this?
So, Scott, what I would say to somebody who's a beginning bowler, I would say go get you a Surge and a spare ball, or a Thrill and a spare ball, something weak.
A raw.
And learn
Yeah.
the ball and perfect your mechanics before you perfect your score. And that would be my suggestion. Approach and timing, you know. That's what my suggestion would be. Anybody else want to add?
entry level ball, just like you said. But go to a pro shop, get a pro fit. Don't drill your ball conventional,
Right.
because that is going to be the one and only ball you're ever going to drill conventional once you start buying your own equipment. So go to the pro fit as soon as you can to get used to that. Find you a good quality PSO. Like I said, raw hammer pearl, raw hammer solid would be a great thing for if you're wanting to be a hammerhead. Surge if you're a storm person. Craze if you're a swag guy. But go find a good pro shop guy that's actually going to care about how you're going to be able to perform, and get the performance fit as soon as you can. That way you don't have to waste a ball with a conventional fit.
Right. Because bottom line is, whether you're a star or not, it's all about being comfortable in that ball. And if you're not comfortable in that ball, you're not going to get the best results from that ball.
Yeah, and honestly, if you can get a PSO to watch you throw and get your PAP done, it's going to be beneficial at the end of the day. So take time. Don't rush into it. But I would definitely say, like a beginner end ball, because you don't want to throw something into your arsenal that you're not ready for. So take it step by step, figure out how that ball works, because it's going to be very versatile to picking up spares and giving you clean games.
See, I think that's where I made my mistake starting bowling. I bought an aggressive ASIM, and nothing compares to an aggressive ASIM. And mentally, for me, that shape don't look right for me. I don't know how to control a weaker
Right.
ball. So, I mean, I think that's where I messed up. And he
honestly,
go ahead.
like the building aspect is always to try to like build yourself up from like that lower end, so that you can control your spare shots. I know like everyone's like, oh, straighter ball is not the greater ball, but the straighter ball is what is kind of your spare pickup, right? So the straighter ball kind of is the greater ball. So you have to respect that and start from the lower end and then work into the high, really end gear.
Well,
In my opinion.
here's what people miss. Bowling is not about hook, it's all about angle.
Right.
Your hook creates your angle, but it's all about angles. It's like with the spares. I'm left handed, so I'm shooting my 7-pin with a straighter trajectory than I would my 10-pin. But when it comes right down to it, it's all about the angle, not the hook, not the speed, nothing else. The angle is what gets your ball where it needs to go. You're just manipulating the angle with your hook. That's it. You're just manipulating the angle with your hook.
Well, and that's the one part of bowling where it's not too terribly dissimilar from a game like billiards.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It's all about angle.
Yep, exactly.
That's one of the things I tell people when we're shooting like crazy shots. I'm like, how would you look at that? I'm like, I kind of look at it like billiards. You just got to look at the angle of the shot. It's reflection of pins. It's end results.
Yep. That's why when I practice, I have the guy at the front desk turn off my screen. I don't even want to see my score. I don't even want to see my score. I can care less what my score is. If I bowled a damn 3, I'm good. But if I worked on what I came there to work on, then I'm a success.
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't matter if the score says 150. If you improved what you went to improve on,
Exactly. Exactly. It's a win.
So Scott also asked, does color matter on a ball?
believe it or not, yes. there are certain colors that are going to hook more than others.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep hearing that too now. Do I know what colors are gonna give you that motion? No. But I do
Pretty
know.
sure it's the. I'm pretty sure it's the pink bubble gum.
God damn it, bro. Mm.
Sorry.
And you know what it is for me? I think it's because years ago they had the pink Black Widow,
Yeah.
and I bowled that ball at a old house that I used to bowl in league in, and I put it down the lane, and guys, I'm gonna tell you that ball came back as black as me. And I was so pissed. I mean, I was hot. I took it up to the front desk and I slammed it on the desk. And I told him, "You call me when this ball is ready." I mean, dude, I couldn't believe how dirty that ball came out.
Hayden, I have to say, the fragrance does matter too, because some people go outside, come back smelling like a skunk, and they bowl 10 times better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's a coincidence.
So,
Oh man.
I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of the bubble gum vibe. I'm good. I'm out. You guys
I mean, I
was
tend to
skeptical.
agree with you because the one before I became a swag guy, I told you I was primarily hammer and motive. I did throw one SPI brand or one SPI line of balls, and that was the Hustles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Because
I
I
was
like the Hustles
skeptical.
over the Vibes.
Yeah, but I was skeptical on the bubblegum vibe because I didn't like the Arctic and I didn't like the Toxic. I didn't like neither, or the Radioactive. I did not like neither one of them. And so she came in. She's like, "Well, you can get a free jersey if you buy the ball." And I was like, "You know what? All right, go ahead." Because I thought I was.
Yeah. That's all it took.
Well, no, I was going to give her the jersey. She wanted the jersey, so I was going to give her the jersey. And so I had it drilled, and I think Joe drilled it for me, and I have to. I'm impressed with it. I have to admit that. I mean, I feel weird throwing a pink ball down the lane, but it is what it is. But yeah, so she got this.
Okay.
So it came free with it. So I mean, it's a $50 jersey. So I mean, really wasn't a bad deal. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. For me, and I like with the effect line, I got the first effect, haven't gotten another one since. I really didn't feel the need for it. You know, even the effect tour. Everybody's talking about the effect tour, the effect tour, the effect tour. Shit, I fucking pure envy. I was okay with that. It did what I needed to do, so I really felt like I didn't need it. You know, now they've come out with the maximum effect, and I can take it or leave it. Honestly.
as soon as they said the Pure Envy was being discontinued, I bought 2 of them. I got 2 undrilled Pure Envies sitting down here.
You got to do it every once in a while, man. Especially if you know you like a ball,
Well, they come out with new balls every
dude.
Dude,
Yes,
you take a damn nap, they're about to drop 8 balls. You know, so
I would love to know what the actual number is per brand for bowling ball releases in an entire year. Now, because I don't even want to say compared to the 1980s, because we know 1980s was like nothing, because there was plastic and urethane then, right? So what is their actual numbers that they're releasing right now?
just off the top of my head, I would put Hammer at 8.
Easy hammer at
Yeah.
8.
Wait, for the
So
whole
Storm
year?
is
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
that's way
I
higher
would
than
yeah. Well, if he's just saying just hammer, yes, I would say 8. But with like Brunswick included, yeah, they're going to be. I would say they're probably going to be in the 20s.
that. Well, yeah, but I'm talking for like Storm alone. You've got the
Well,
anger.
no, that was just yeah. Well,
or
yeah.
for,
Well,
for
Storm.
Hammer. But you got the Maximum Effect that just came out. You got the V1. You've got the Zero Mercies. That's 2 different balls. The Vibe. Um,
The special effect, the effect
special.
tour.
Yeah, and then you had the Anger Solid, Anger Pearl.
Oh yeah, this is all just recently too. Yeah.
So that's about. You're close, but I think it's like 10 to 15.
Yeah, and that's just with them. And then, all right, so Storm's. I mean, they release a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Storm just discontinued a month or two ago. 12 balls, 17 balls, or something like that.
I don't know because honestly, I haven't really been keeping up with their discontinuing stuff. To be honest, no idea why.
Just 8. Okay, just 8. Usually
All right,
when they
well, my
discontinue,
phone's about to die, so I'm going to go ahead and drop.
Yeah, I'm like, we've been in this for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, dude, it's
Yeah,
11
yeah.
o'clock, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
10
I was going to
where
say,
I'm at.
my battery's giving me the warning. So,
all right, gents, let's wrap it up. Tony, we're going to have you back.
No problem.
yes, 100%.
And with that being said, we are going to be doing maybe 1 or 2 episodes in December of callbacks of everyone that we've had on BHB to do kind of like a thank you to all the support and to bring some people back. We might do like a multi-box kind of thing. So make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah, let me
And
know.
we'll always have a blast that we always do.
Let me know. No problem.
All right,
Scotty
boys.
T, I want you to reach out to Brian. I want to get you up here. And go ahead, Steve, take us out.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure. Me and you have talked on the side before. I knew exactly what we were getting, and I wasn't disappointed.
My man. Love it. Love it. Love it. Had a ball, fellas. Had a ball.
But there's never going to be a last time, so until the next time, we out of here.
All right. Have a good one, fellas.
Roll the rock, kick the rock.
My approach, my lane, stay in yours.
See you guys.